Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 535 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I hope this finds you happy and healthy. And if that's not where it finds you, I hope that you know that you can be. I mean, happiness is something that is universally wanted, but seems elusive to so many people. I mean, chasing happiness is like a full-time job for a lot of people. I like to think of happiness sort of like a butterfly. If you chase it, it's going to flutter away, always just a little bit out of reach. But if you sit kind of calmly for a period of time amongst butterflies, one's going to undoubtedly land right on you. But the key is to put yourself in a place where butterflies are and then be very intentional when you're there. So many of us think that if only I had that person, or if only I had that job or that car, I would finally be happy. I would then settle into being happy. And then you get the person or the job or the car and you realize, oh, no, that wasn't it. Yeah, I understand this very well. I drive a 2013 Range Rover, so it's 12 years old, and I absolutely love it. I love the body style, and the new ones don't have that. I kind of pride myself on keeping my cars until they aren't reliable anymore. So for me, I like having no car payments. I like the idea that Eric and I have cars that are paid for. I haven't always been like that, though. I used to think that if I only had a new car, I would be happy. And then I would get a new car, and I realized that after 5 or 6 months, okay, now it's just the same old car I get into every day. And by the way, I have this payment every month that I have to make for 4 years. So now anytime I start thinking about wanting a new car, I remember the feeling of having one and it becoming just the same old thing, but with a new car payment. And I quickly fall back in love with my 12-year-old Range Rover for so many reasons. Not just that it's paid off. I actually remind myself of all the reasons that I really do love it. The point is, I can fall back in love with it. I find reasons to love what I already have. I also know now that happiness doesn't lie in the next new car. I mean, I've definitely gone through life thinking that, though. Like, oh, if only I had this outfit or this hairstyle or this new job, then I'll be happy. But what I have found to be true is that happiness doesn't lie in anything external. I mean, it may bring you a sense of giddiness and excitement for a moment, but true happiness has to come from within. And if you're rolling your eyes, I get it. I used to hear people say that all the time and thought, what are you even talking about? True happiness comes from within. And then life experience showed me over and over that external things are temporary. Anything external that we're banking on for our happiness, it's only temporary. The new car gets mundane. The lover gets real. The purse just didn't do what we thought it would. And the Rolex wasn't the answer either. I chased happiness all over the place. And it wasn't until I got calm and recognized that happiness wasn't the next new thing. It was a place inside of me that loved what I already have, was grateful for where I already am, and gave love for the pure pleasure of seeing someone else happy. The happiness is a state of mind where you know things are always working out for you, even when they seem like they aren't. I can remember when I was younger thinking, well, it's easy for that person to be happy. They have that lover or that job or that car. Of course they're happy. Who wouldn't be? I never thought about the possibility that maybe they had all of that because they were happy first. Happy people attract happy and good things. It's one of those laws of the universe that's undeniable. Now, it doesn't mean that bad things don't happen to them. They just know to look for the good in all things. So how do you find that happiness inside you? Well, for me, being aware of the thoughts that make me unhappy is one really big way. And then quieting your mind through meditation daily is another way, because it's easier to stop thinking at all than it is to stop thinking negative thoughts. Also, as much as you don't want to, ask yourself every morning, what are 3 things I already have that I absolutely love? And finally, when things aren't looking so good, and sometimes that's how they are, always ask, where is the good in this? What good could possibly come from this? There's always something bad to look at, and there's always something good to look at. Your brain is trained to identify the bad. You have to be intentional to identify the good. My challenge to you this week is to give yourself a chance for happiness. The more you quiet your mind, the more you choose good feeling thoughts, the more intentional you become, the more happiness surrounds you. We have it in us to be happy. We were designed to be happy. That's why it feels so off when we aren't. Put yourself where butterflies are, and there will always be butterflies. Share this with 3 people who deserve to be happy. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.